This is a presentation of Opos Insight Client Portal and is aimed at Opos' existing and potential client base. My name is Scott Dawson and I am the Managing and Technical Director of Opos and DDI Software. The idea for the Insight product came from a thematic review carried out by the Financial Conduct Authority in June 2015. This is entitled Delegated Authority Outsourcing in the General Insurance Market. One of the findings of this review was that the insurance industry didn't have enough oversight of its intermediaries at the various stages of the customer journey that they outsource. To quote from the review, the FCA state, "A lack of appropriate oversight of outsourcing arrangements can give rise to the risk of customer detriment where the insurer may be unaware of instances where the customers are not being treated fairly." As a debt collection agency, Opos believes these concerns are also true of our sector, and we developed Insight as a solution to this area of risk for our clients. The solution also aligns itself with our partner-centred approach to our client relationships. We hope you will agree that Opos Insight delivers unprecedented transparency of our activity, giving our clients real-time visibility of their customers' journey. Insight is made possible by the Ascent CRM and call centre telephony systems provided by DDI Software and that Opos uses. I don't want to dwell on these systems, however, I would like to quickly point out that it is the seamless integration of these two products that allow Opos to deliver the functionality I'm about to show you. The first thing to note is that I'm doing this demonstration from my development system, so all the data you're about to see is test data only and in no way represents any real world people or institutions. All the data our clients see will be particular to them and will be transferred over secure HTTPS, the same as you would with your online banking. All data will be real time as well. The first screen you'll see when you go to the Opos the Insight URL is the username and password screen, and every user will have their own particular username and password. Once you've entered your username and password, you'll be taken to the home screen, which is broken down into the 6 key areas of the product: KPIs, account detail, call recordings, quality monitoring, query portal, EODs and complaints. So going into each one in turn, KPIs, we've got this is a version 1 product incidentally, so this, particularly this area of the system will change dramatically over the coming months as we take feedback from our clients and put in place the KPIs they'd like to see here. But if I bring up some payment information so as you can see what we've got at the moment. So this is, I've got some test payment data loaded for February 2012. Some base information here, volume, value and commission, and then a breakdown of the payment codes, credit card, debit card payment reversals, by volume, by value and by commission. So again, relatively basic at the moment, but as I say, this is a version 1 product. Looking at the account information, again I've got some test data set for April 2008. Lodging that, we'll go and retrieve all the KPIs we set up at the moment under account information, and you can see it's very graphical in nature. So we've got a new business volume broken down, instructed and current balance, arrangements count by broken and live, value by broken and live, letters and media messages that have gone, connects and right party connects, and contact methods available. The main menu on the right hand side lets me jump between the various sections or go back to the home screen. So go into the account details section. I've got a search function here that allows me to search by the Opos ID, client reference, customer name and postcode. I know I've got a test account M104, so I'll bring that up. This screen returns all the accounts that match the previous criteria. Double clicking on one of them launches that account into the account details section. And I hope you'll agree it's quite granular in the level of detail we've got here. Got some core detail at the top and sub-records at the bottom here. So the first one being contacts, we then got actions, and I can filter each column by the text I put in here, and also order by ascending or descending each column. So I can take that filter back out and just see everything. We've got payments, breakdown of all the payments that have been added to the account, breakdown of any adjustments that have been added to the account, and breakdown of any arrangements that have been added to the account historically. Next section is call recordings, so you will have access to 100% of your inbound and outbound call recordings that we make on your accounts. and I know we've got some test data for the 9th of November, so if I bring that date range up, it will go and get me the call recorders that match that criteria. So again, you get filter and order by options at the top here. You can list a call by clicking the Play Me button, and in here you've got the option to play the audio, which you won't be able to hear because of the nature of the video recording software I'm using to record this demo, but it will just play the audio as you would expect. So that's call recordings. Quality monitoring, you'll be able to see details of quality monitoring that we've carried out as a business and on your individual accounts, if we have done any on your individual accounts. So in this case, there has been some quality monitoring done under the accounts for the client I'm logged in under. Double clicking on one of these will let me see the quality monitoring details, so what facets of the call were scored and what the score was, whether they've got a pass or a fail, and what the total score was for the whole call. But whether we've done any quality monitoring on your accounts or not, you'll always be able to see the average company-wide score for that particular date range. In this case, it was 90%. So that's quality monitoring. Going back to the home screen, we can also access the query portal, which many of you, if an existing client, will be familiar with. So clicking on the launch button there lets you access the query portal, where you can respond to accounts we have on held query to client. So you can view the detail of the account and indeed the query history. And you can attach any number of files you want, so maybe a copy agreement or a copy invoice or something like that. You've got a breakdown, or you've got a drop down here that allows you to mark it as query resolved, request to close, payment received, need more info, and a freehand note here that you can then submit, and that will update the account. And this really streamlines that whole query process to ensure that we are responding to the customer in as short a time frame as possible. And it really just depends on how quickly this is updated by our clients as to how quickly we can get back to the customer. As soon as it's updated, the agent that set the query gets a reminder to call the customer back. Okay, so closing that down, the final part of the Insight product is the EODs and complaints. So going into the EODs, again, looking at a date range of November 2015. And we've got EODs here, double clicking on that gives me all the detail, the individual accounts that I've had in EODs. And if I want to see the detail of that, I can do that. And I can move between them if I want. So it actually gives you the real core detail of exactly what the expression of dissatisfaction was. Going back to the home screen, yeah, that's it. The 6 various aspects of the Insight product. Final part is just logging out, which you can do by clicking the log out button there. It takes you back to the login screen. So thanks very much for taking the time to have a look at this demonstration. Please contact Opos should you require any further information in relation to Opos Insight, or if you want to find out anything else about what we do, you can reach us at www.oposlimited.com. And likewise, if you're interested in finding out more about what we do at DDI and our technical offerings, then please visit our website at www.ddisoftware.co.uk. So thanks for taking the time to listen to this demonstration.